All right, so today we're going to be doing an unboxing of this LF Audio 6-channel professional volume controller. This is the newest thing out by LF Audio. You can do 6 different channels at once. I have the dual knob version here. Pre-ordered this in February. We can go back here and look at this. You got the long range wireless. So long range wireless, you can go up to 500 feet. We have a wide gain range here. You can go and, up your voltage of your RCAs to get more signal out of them. RCA signal analysis, that's great, so that way you can monitor your RCAs and see if songs are clipping and stuff like that. Intelligent drive system, automatic mute and throttle your volume when your amp reaches a certain temperature. Cases and mounts, that's great to hear. I love cases and mounts. It's wireless based now, but you want to be able to mount it. Single and dual encoder. I got the dual encoder with mine, so that's going to be great. And long battery life. Long battery life is great. Up here we got temperature probes. This comes with 3 temperature probes. It says here that we got a voltmeter, which is this one right here behind me, the high precision voltmeter. That thing, I've been doing a separate review on that. We have channel groups. You can monitor, different channels and stuff like that, like for your bass, your mids, highs, all that. Aural sync. This is, by LF Audio, the aural sync. That really, just ties everything together with their custom system. World-class audio, full AB analog signal path. So that's great to hear. It's got less than 0.0005 THD. That's great right there. And then, it says touchscreen LED on the bottom here. And, I think that's pretty much it. The touchscreen, it says that, real-time sensor data, all that stuff. So, let's just do an unboxing here. All right. This packaging is great packaging here. I love the way this packaging looks. It feels very premium. It feels like you're getting a very premium product here. Right here, oh my God, it's got magnets that hold it together, so that's even better right there. It's just really quality packaging here. And then right here, looks like a little quick start stuff, just talking about it and everything like that. And then inside of here, there's nothing. And then on the back here, we have a performance certificate that tells you, that they measured it and everything like that, measured TDH in 20 to 20,000 kilohertz, and all these different little graphs here. All right, and then next we have, looks like this right here is a card that tells you, yep, this is what you got to scan, and, basically tell you how to set this all up and everything. We'll scan that in a little while here, just to get started. And then right here, we got a couple stickers. I love stickers. Stickers are great. So great stickers here. And then let's see what we're going to do next. So let's grab this knob first. This knob right here, like I said, I got the dual encoder. So this encoder right here is, you can control 2 different sources at the same exact time. This thing looks very nice. This thing's very high quality. We got a little case here, or not a case, but a little sleeve. And then right here, we can see the knobs. And then these click up and down, so you can switch different modes and everything like that. And then, these things click up and down. They feel great. The clicks right here feel great, back and forth. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's very, very clicky. That's great to hear. You get that response when you're clicking it like that. They have this little decal on the top that looks good. On the bottom here, we have USB Type-C, and we also have the on and off switch. Right here, we got a little tiny screen that you can see all the data on. Nice little LF Audio branding on the back. This case feels great. It's like solid metal and everything like that. And, set that off to the side. And then we'll take a look at, this is just like a little mount right here that you can slide this inside of, so you can mount it to your dash or wherever you want to put it. It's got a little bit of sticky stuff on the back. Double-sided, that's what it's called. Right here we have the actual unit. This is the Pro 6. That means that you can have 3 or 6 channels in and then 6 channels out. where you can analyze them. You can do all that different stuff. On the back here, we got some antenna hookups and a reset button. And then, yeah, these are Tiffany style gold-plated RCAs. These things are very high-quality RCAs. I like those. Right here, we have our temperature probe inputs that we can put 3 different temperature probes. And then right here is the connector to do the power and ground, everything like that. And then on the front here, we have this little touch screen right here. You can use your fingernail. And then, yeah, this thing's very nice, high quality. Like I said, here we have a reset button, and we got the 2 antennas on the back here. And it's very nice quality. I mean, nothing's labeled here. So, I mean, you really can't tell anything what this is. But, you know, you ordered it, so you're going to know what this thing is. Set this down. And then right here, looks like we have a case. So this case looks like it has a little wristband inside of here. So you can pull this out. Yeah, so we got a little wristband here. So I'm assuming that you could put the knob inside of this case and then, you know, hold it with the wristband so you don't lose it. So let's try to put this thing inside of here. This is a very tight fit. I feel like I'm going to break something here. I think this cord might actually be getting in the way. Yeah, this cord right here is definitely getting in the way. So we'll try that out later. Put it back inside of this little holder. And then it looks like we got another holder that's a little bit bigger. So that way, yeah, so when you got the case on it, you can put it inside this holder. And then you can see right here, it's got magnets on the bottom of it. So we could just stick it to anything, I believe. Should stick right to this. Yep, there we go. And then, yeah, like I said, you probably have to have the case on it for this. Yeah, it's not very strong to sideways, but definitely top mounted. You could probably, you know, put it on top of the truck or something like that and then put the knob inside of it and just have it sitting there. But yeah, that's a little cool feature that he's got there. It'll probably hold it a lot better too once it's inside the case. You know, because this one right here is for not having the case, so it slides in just like that. And, you know, maybe this will fit. That's definitely not supposed to fit like that, but, you know, you could have it fit like that if you wanted to. Let's see what else we got here. Looks like this is the large antenna and the small antenna. We'll try to get these out of here. This is a very tight fit inside of here. Come on. Come on. Oh my God. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, so we got the large antenna here. That's for your range and everything like that. You can get some serious distance on this knob. And then, you know, it bends out of the way so you can move it wherever you need to. And then we have the small one right here. I do wish that there was something that I could actually, like, get this out of here. You know, because right now it's, like, just tight fitted inside there. And then back here we have... looks like the charging cord. So this comes with the braided charging cord here. Looks like USB-C. Yep, USB-C. And then, yeah, so that's a nice braided heavy-duty cord. So I'm sure this thing won't be needing to be charged very often, but if it does, we have that cord. Back here we have, this looks like the stylus and a little holder for the stylus. Like I said, you can probably use the touchscreen with or without the stylus. I believe you can use your finger. But yeah, this thing clicks inside of here. Man, this thing is really strong inside here. You are not going to be losing this stylus, I'll tell you that. But yeah, so this is just a little stylus for using on this touchscreen here. You know, just so that way you don't got to use your fingers. It's a very small screen, so you know it's easier to use the stylus to get in there. But yeah, so then we'll take a look at this mount that comes with it. This mount had, yeah, look at that. All right. Yeah, it's got a little bit of double-sided on the back here. So you can just stick that anywhere you want and then just click this pen right inside of there. And it's definitely going to have a very tight grip. I mean, it's even hard to get inside of here. Let's see. Yep, there we go. All right, so yeah, it's a little tough to get inside there, but, you know, at least you know it's going to hold with the base is shaking. And then it looks like here we got the temperature probes. So these probes right here, you can, these are like thermistor style, where you can put these on top of an amp or a sub or something like that, and just monitor the temperature. Looks like here is like the connector, like looks like a headphone plug, and I believe that plugs in right here on the front of this. Yep, so there's 3 of them right here, and then yeah, there's definitely 3 of these inside of here. And they look very high quality. I mean, very heavy duty and everything like that. Right here, I believe that these are so you can connect them to your amps or your subs and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what this is. So you basically put this right inside of there, and then you should be able to just, connect it to one of your amps or something like that. I know some amps you could probably just put it right in between the fins, but this is definitely another great option. And it's got double-sided on the bottom. And yeah, so like this, put it right in the side of the amp or whatever, and stick it on there, and it should read the temperature no problem. So yeah, that's a nice little thing to have. Put this over here. All right, put that back in there. It looks like that's all that we got inside of the box. And then yeah, I think that's everything. So we'll just put these over to the side. And yeah, next we're gonna try to get everything all started, and I gotta update this and all that, so let me go through that process right now, and yeah, we'll continue on. All right, so now we go into this little card right here. It's got the little QR code on there. We'll scan it with the phone here, and yep, the link pops up right on there. And then right here we got a little website overview video, basically going over stuff, installation, assembly. What else we got here? Connected into the Oral Sync app. So he's definitely got all the different directions and everything inside of here. I'll go through these videos, and we'll try to get it all set up so that way we can start using this thing. All right, so this right here is in the update process right now. You can see here it's doing all the updates on the box and everything like that. And I got it plugged in and got the light on the front here. These on the back here, I didn't like the fact that these aren't labeled, so you don't know exactly where the one goes or where the other one goes. The one video showed a different model, but it didn't really tell us with this specific model. And then you can see here that this one's updating too. So let's let that updated go. All right, we're all updated. I got it on, and then you can see here it's all connected up, and then I can turn this up and down. You can see it's on group 2 right now, which is the second knob. And then you can click these and switch to different groups and all that. It's got 3 different groups here. You can have them all different. You basically click this right here. You got fast speed, and then right here it changes to channel 3. So now I can turn up and down channel 3, just like that. And then we can click it again, and I believe that we'll go to channels 1 and 2, which basically number 1 is the first knob, and number 2 is the second knob. And right here you can see it's on slow mode, and then we can click this and go to fast mode, just like this. So now it's going up a lot faster. And you can change all these settings inside of the programs. And then, yeah, let's just look at this right here. So you got this little touch screen. You can touch over to different things. Right here is your sine wave. And basically this is from the RCAs. So if I turn up this radio right now, you can see right there it's clipping. And then if I turn it down, now it's a smooth wave. This basically just tells you that you're clipping inside of your radio or not. So if I turn it down right here, that's at 57 out of 62, and that's complete 62, and you can see that wave is bad. And then right here is the rest of the channels that we got, all 6 channels. And then we're back at the main screen. Right here you can see that the probe is at 70 degrees. Now if I take my hand and hold it on here, you'll see the temperature start going up, just like that. So it's definitely reading it, as it goes up right there. You can see we started at 70. We're already at 76, 77, just like that. Go here to the settings. You can calibrate the touch screen. You can enable different sounds and stuff like that. And then we can go over to system. And then right here you can basically see the hardware versions, the firmware version, all that. And then you can look at wireless information, stuff like that. And then we'll go to options. You can see here we got the voltage, remember value, stuff like that. We can limit it for like in competitions and stuff like that. We can change all these different settings inside there. I'm not going to get too much into this, but, you know, see here you can set the maximum temperature so it notifies you, or the minimum voltage, that way it notifies you, or it'll completely shut down the system if you reach a certain voltage. Say you have a CMAX, and then right here you can change your different channel names and your different temperature probes. That way you know exactly what amps or, you know, what they are. So like right here, we'll type in this amp, and then we'll do 6. There we go. So yeah, that now channel 6 is channel 6 is on amp 6. Then right here we can change this one too. Well, apparently it just stays at 1. And then right here we can just go subs, or sub, yeah. There we go. So now that temperature probe, we can put that on the sub and see that. Then yeah, this is just back of the main screen. And then yeah, you can see the temperature right there. And then we'll go back over here and you can see it's clipping still and all that. And then let me turn it back down. We can see that wave get right nice and clean again. Clip, and then nice wave. So that's how we can tell with different, you know, because if you're sending a clip signal into your amp, you're going to get a clip signal out of your amp. So it's always good to monitor your RCA clips. All right, and then we'll go to this knob, click it on, boom, just like that. You can see the voltage on here. We can change it to channels. You know, right there we got channel 3, or this is group 3, not channel 3. And then we can double click it, go over to channel 1 and 2. Then we can go here, you hold down, you go to knob info. You can see all these different settings and stuff inside of here. This is looking, you know, it's got everything inside here just to look at. And then we can go back, and then we can go to knob settings. And this should be where you can turn, the sleep timer, fast mode, how fast you want it to go, O-scope. You can make sure to see all that stuff. Base info, we just see the firmware and stuff like that. It's basically just giving you a rundown of what everything is. He's definitely going to have more features. We can go to base settings, and we can do it right on the base, or we can do it right from our knob. So, you know, you can do it from either. You don't have to have this base station set up in a bad location. Then right here, you can see right here, you can actually up the voltage of your RCAs to positive 15 volts. So, you know, if you have like a weak signal, you can go to, you know, 15 volts. And then right here, you can see you can update the base station, update the knob, select your Wi-Fi. So like I said, this is all in, it's not a complete firmware yet, so he's definitely working on it. This is a brand new product that just got released, so definitely going to have some more updates that are going to make it look even better. But yeah, so far I'm really impressed by this. It looks great. It feels great. I mean, this metal case is great. USB-C is, you know, way better than a lot of these other connectors that some people use. But yeah, this case, I really don't like this case. I kind of feel that it feels cheap. It is 3D printed. It's very slippery. And I don't know, I just don't really like that case. It's not terrible. But this right here definitely feels like a more quality product here. And it's got the double-sided on the back with the magnets and everything. So yeah, that's what I think about all that. Let's see what else. We'll go back to the base station here. This station, I like the Tiffany style RCAs. Those are a nice touch right there. Temperature probes, that's great to have. I kind of wish that they were a little bit longer, but you know, they're not really made to go on your subs or anything like that. They're made to go on your amps, which should be right next to this. I had the issue with these, you know, not being labeled, but that's not terrible. So my final thoughts about this, I really like it. It's a very high quality product. These things start at $800 for this model. I think the cheapest one is the light version, which starts at about $300. And I mean, the features that you get out of these things, they're definitely great. Thanks for watching, and I hope everybody has a great day. See ya.